One afternoon in 1911, Woodrow Wilson, who was then governor of New Jersey, received the news of the unexpected death of a New Jersey senator who was a close personal friend. While the governor was recovering from the shock, he received a call from another prominent state politician who was very ambitious. The man on the phone said, "Governor, I would love to take the late senator's place." Wilson said, "That's perfectly agreeable to me, as long as it is agreeable to the undertaker." Did you ever wish to take someone's place? I remember the 1978 kidnapping of the former Prime Minister of Italy, Aldo Moro. He was a close personal friend of the aging Pope Paul VI. Pope Paul was so grieved at this kidnapping that he sent a letter to the kidnappers offering his own life in place of the life of his friend. Mothers, too, often feel these sentiments. When a little baby is sick and suffering, with no comprehension of what illness even is, the poor mother is often heard to pray, "Oh God, let me suffer this pain instead of my child." Similarly, when a young person is dying, how often have I heard parents, grandparents, and other older family members praying to be taken instead? That is true love, to be willing to suffer and even die in the place of someone else. We know someone who did just that. His name was Jesus. He suffered and he died on the cross so that we might have eternal life. Someone took our place. Every one of us has crosses to bear, sufferings and difficulties and pains in our life. The contemporary Protestant minister and author Rob Bell has written, "Our tendency in the midst of suffering is to turn on God, to get angry and bitter and shake our fist at the sky and say, 'God, you don't know what it's like. You don't understand. You have no idea what I'm going through. You don't have a clue how much this hurts.'" And the cross is God's way of taking away all of our accusations, excuses, and arguments. The cross is God taking on flesh and blood and saying, "Me too." Today's feast has been called by many names. It has been called the exaltation of the cross. It has been called the triumph of the cross. And it has been called the finding of the cross. For we are commemorating the rediscovery of the cross of Jesus by St. Helen in the year 326, that cross which had been hidden and buried for 3 centuries. Now, finding the cross is not a difficult task for most of us. Generally, the cross seems to come our way every step of life. Sufferings and challenges and pains are a constant reality, and we even have people in our life who can be our biggest cross. The challenge is not to find the cross, but to find room for ourselves upon that cross, to find that there is room on that cross for us to hang our sorrows, our pains, our worries and fears, room enough to hang our excuses and our selfishness, our judgmentalness and pride, to find that there is also room enough there to hang our fondest hopes and dreams, our idealism, our loves. In short, to find that there is a place there for you and for me, just the way we are, high up on the cross, in the outstretched arms of the dying God-man. On that cross, in those arms, we find ourselves absorbed into a death and rising that transcends time and transforms every part of us, the good, the bad, and the very, very human. The cross is indeed God taking on flesh and blood and saying, "Me too." The victory of the cross is you and I emerging from our own empty tombs, saying, "Me too." The beauty of the cross is whispering, "I love you," to a crucified God, and hearing the heartfelt answer, "Me too."